It's an elevator.
The main part of this elevator that makes it work is the encoder, which we decided to use as opposed to line followers, which the other group used. The encoder works very well because you can just set the floors to certain values on the encoder and it'll go there every time, and it's pretty accurate. And we just hooked that up to a pulley which pulls it up. A problem we had with the pulley was that when it would go down, without this weight on the back, it would get stuck and it would go like do-do-do-do-do-do-do. So we put that on the back, and it still kind of does that, but it's a lot better. And we had to go with this single slide thingy because someone stole all of our slide thingies.
That would be me.
Not to mention any names. Yeah. And then each of these call it, and we didn't have enough switches, so once it gets to the floor, you just send it with these two, and it's all nicely wired. And here's our lights, which depict each floor. And yeah. And it's just straight geared. Oh, and this handy dandy stabilizing mechanism, because before when it would pull this, with the so many torques our motor was putting out, it would pull this thing back and like it would start going at an angle, and it was kind of weird. So yeah, so I'm going to show you how it works now.
It's not kid proof though.
So you just hit the floor, changes the LED, it goes there. I want to go to floor 3, floor 1, see how it kind of shakes a little bit. And then if you, let's say you go to floor 3, you wait a certain amount of seconds. It'll go down, back to the bottom. So yeah.
How did you code it so that you couldn't stop it midway?
Oh, like this?
Yeah.
So there's a variable called floor, looking for floor, and when it's true, it's looking for the floor, and it gets an input that sets it to false. And while it's false, none of these inputs are valid. And then once it gets to the top, they're true. It's looking for the floor, so then you can put in a new input. That's how we did that.
Great.
You make it so if you say you were on the bottom floor, you tap the 3rd floor, but then somebody gets on and they want to go to the 2nd floor. Can they get off at the 2nd floor, or does it just go all the way up?
From, like, you're saying it's up here.
And then they tap the 2nd one as it's going up. Like
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like, yeah.
Fine.
Like a real elevator.
No, that would not work.
That would be handy, though.
That would be handy.
That's what stairs are for.
I did not account for that. Thank you, Lane.
No problem. Just thinking like an elevator.
Mm-hmm.
Treating it like an elevator. Up and down, up and down.
Up and down.
That's the name of my new single.